Hey, Steven here. Now this video is going to be a very serious video because it has to do with you. It has to do with the most important person on this earth. You. Why do you hate yourself? And most importantly, who taught you to hate yourself? You see, the most important thing that you have to know is that anything that you do or you think or the belief systems that you have is something that has been handed over down to you. Someone has taught you what you know. So who taught you to hate yourself? Now you look at me and say, Steve, I don't hate myself, I love me. But really, will you really look into the mirror and say, I love me, honestly? The original idea wasn't really mine. I watched a video by Malcolm X, who was giving a speech to the African Americans, and basically he was telling them, why is it that they hate themselves? And is it because the white people had segregated them, had frustrated them, that they believed that they are not good enough, that they didn't love the rough texture of their hair, they didn't have the big nose, wide nose that they had, the dark skin that they had? And really, the truth of the matter is the way you view yourself and the way you perceive life mostly is because of the things that has been handed down to you. And the most important thing that we're going to look into this video is your physical well-being. It's a wide topic, but I'll try to break it down to the physical well-being. So why do you hate you? Your body. Now, your body is not the real you, is not the whole of you, it is just part of you. But how you treat you, the you that you can see, really matters on how you will deal on a whole wide level. So why do you hate yourself? That's the most important thing. And you see, you will look at this video and say, no, I don't hate myself, I love myself. But really, when you look at yourself, don't you admire the other person? Don't you think they're more finer than you, that you are not as beautiful as they are, that if you had a little bit of wide hips, if you were a little bit lean, if you were a little bit light-skinned, if you had a little bit of something else that someone has which you don't have, you will be much better. I am not against any form of make or any form of anything that you will do to make you better. I am basically on the way you view yourself. You can decide to bleach, you can decide to light skin yourself, you can decide to turn your skin to become a little bit darker, you can decide to take pills to become bigger, or you can decide to slim. I have no problem with whatever you're doing, but the major issue that I have with you is, do you love yourself? Will you still love yourself even if you don't do these things, or will you still love yourself after you do these things? Because we have a lie that we have bought, that if only I had longer hair, if only I were a bit masculine, if only I were a bit darker, I will love me more. But that is so far from the truth. The truth of the matter is, you really don't love yourself. Now let's go back down to love. Shakespeare says, love is love, that which changes not. So you have to love you without the things that you want you to have. Okay, we are wonderfully and fearfully made, very perfect indeed. Though we may have some flaws, you may not have everything that you may want to have, but you have to love you the way you are. Now, love is just loving you the way you are. Now, even if you have those things that you intend to have, maybe you want to increase and have more muscles, there's nothing wrong with that. That is not the reason why, that is not the main thing that will make you love yourself. You love yourself because you love who you are. And remember, the first thing I said when you started the video is, like, you are not only the physical being. There's other aspects of your being. There's the spiritual, there's the social, there's the mental. The other aspects of you that are far much more than the physical well-being. The body that we have is just a house when you're having this physical experience down here. So what I'm trying to say is, you just have to love you with the flaws that you see you have. You see, the funny thing about life is everybody thinks that the green is greener on the other side of the fence, but really not true. I have a friend a few months ago. She is incredibly beautiful, very beautiful according to some human standards, because the beauty that we have is just standards that people put. There's nowhere that we say this is beauty. It's just we who determine. So friends of ours say that she's really, really, really beautiful. But having a talk with her, I was shocked and surprised because she told me she isn't comfortable the way she is. Some things about her, she really doesn't like them. Now, you listen, someone loves someone and admires someone and wishes to have the features that someone has, but this someone doesn't really love what she has. So it's so weird. Don't look outside, look within. Love what God created the way it is. You see, for example, I'm very lean and slim, but I still love me. You just have to develop self-love. Love who you are, the way you are with all the flaws. If you want to do something else, do it. But even after you do it, still learn to love you. Because the main problem is not the physical, the main problem is what's inside of you. So this is just a reminder. Please love you. Whoever taught you to hate yourself was the wrong person. Please don't listen to them. Just go back and love you. Show yourself some love. Love who you are. That's what I heard. Just love you with all the flaws. Love you. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. God bless.